If you love getting outdoors, enjoying all that nature has to offer, then you'll be so glad you stuck around for more Explore Tulsa.
That's right, Stevie, as we learn all about the Nature Conservancy in the areas nearby that we can enjoy due to all their efforts.
Nature is something that is an opportunity for people to unplug and relax a little bit, and I think the benefits a person can get from something like that is quite large. The Nature Conservancy is a not-for-profit, and we do conservation at the local and global scale. We're all about using science to determine collaborative solutions to conservation challenges. And we do that for landscapes, we do that for freshwater, and we do that for oceans. And of course, here in Oklahoma, we focus a lot on prairie, forests, and freshwater conservation. There's a lot of reasons that people want to see conservation done. One is just the intrinsic reasons, because nature is a good thing and it's worthy of protection. All of its diversity is a pretty neat thing. There's also pragmatic reasons. Things like progress and development are all good things. We want to have a good, strong economy here in our state, but we also want to have those places that are still left wild. We like to call them our last great places. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons to do it, and we use all of those reasons as a rationale for doing our work here in Oklahoma. There's a real important link between people and nature. So anytime you have any protected lands in a National Wildlife Refuge or a Nature Conservancy preserve, there's benefits to people. Those are often called ecological services. So that can be in terms of cleaner water, clean air, and so conservation isn't something that's just done for the benefit of habitat or the unique creatures there. It's something that really benefits people. I've been with the Conservancy for almost 17 years, and one of the things I see technology doing to help us out a lot is through computer technology. We use software that enables us to look at data like aerial photos and other data that we have that can help us really pinpoint and focus our efforts. Where is that most important place for us to do conservation? Which pieces of habitat still remain? Which pieces of habitat have been fragmented by roads or development or transmission lines, wind power? And that is a tremendous thing for us to have. We've got limited resources, so we really have to have a focus on those most important places. There's a couple places pretty close to Tulsa that you can go to. The first is our Tallgrass Prairie Preserve, which is up in Osage County. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive, so it's a perfect distance for a day adventure. You can go up there, stop at our visitor center, take your time to go find and view some bison. We have more than 2,600 wild bison on the preserve, and there's nothing like seeing a small herd of bison roaming across the prairie amongst the wildflowers that are really prevalent this time of year. And with all the rain we've had, things are very green, lots of wildflowers, which also means lots of butterflies. So a wonderful trip. We also have a small visitor center there where there are docents, so if there's something specific you want to see, they can help point you in the right direction. We've got trails where you can walk several miles across the prairie and take it all in. We also have our J.T. Nickel Wildlife Preserve, which is just north of Tahlequah, again about an hour-and-a-half drive. And you can go there to experience the mountainous part of Oklahoma, where we've got these beautiful pine oak woodlands. We reestablished an elk herd there about 10 years ago. And of course we've got elk that you can see, along with, hopefully if you're really lucky, some elk calves. It's always important to have a lot of involvement. A lot of people maybe think about nature in passing, but they don't think about what they can do. And of course, at home you can do things like recycle, try and use less water. If you want to think larger scale, volunteer your time at a place like the Conservancy's Tallgrass Prairie Preserve. We always need help. And of course, people can donate to the Nature Conservancy. That's how we get our job done, is through donations of very generous donors. So there's lots of ways that people can get involved and do their part to protect these wonderful places in Oklahoma.